What's up, everyone? Short little car video here. A lot of people do upgrades to their car because they want it to look good. They want pride of ownership, right? They want eyeballs on the car. They want honest, genuine compliments on how nice their car looks, how nice their car is. This video's for y'all. Nothing, and I mean nothing, makes or breaks a car more than a good paint job. A good paint job is what makes or breaks a car. Now, yes, the wrong wheels, the wrong rims on the car will kill a look all day. Cheap tint that's bubbled up on a nice paint job won't look good. These things matter. I'm not saying they don't. But nothing gets eyeballs on a car. Nothing helps resale value on a car like a well done paint job. And you might say, I don't care about resale value because I never plan on selling this car. Good. It's cheaper to keep her. I like people that keep their cars. Loyalty. It's a good quality to find in a person. People that keep their cars are committed people, man. They don't hop around. They stick around. They make stuff work. They don't think the grass is greener on the other side. They're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. You get what I'm saying? They water their own lawn instead. They build upon what they have. They improve what they already have instead of looking to just move on to the next. So these are qualities that I like in a person. Don't get me wrong. It is better to keep a car, to invest in a car. Believe it or not, I like a lot of older cars from the 90s. They're new, not always, but most of the time, they're better than a lot of the new stuff that's being made. And a nice paint job on the right vehicle, nice set of wheels. You know, I'm a fan of the older Lexuses, the GS, the ES, the SC, all those older Lexuses. Oh my God, man, Toyota was at its best when it was making those cars. I worked for AMCO Transmissions. I was a certified AMCO transmission specialist. Rarely did we work on Toyota automatic transmissions. Rarely. We've seen a lot of Hondas. We've seen a lot of Chrysler, a lot of Ford. Not that many Chevys. Chevy makes a pretty decent automatic transmission. But you learn from working in the automotive industry. I mean, I was a mechanic for BMW. I worked for Ford as a mechanic. I worked for AMCO Transmissions. I've done automotive sales, both for other companies and working for myself. I've been in the automotive industry my whole life. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is that the voice of experience, like I don't listen to people, again, that aren't qualified to speak on what they're trying to speak to you on. I'm talking to you on things that I feel I'm qualified to speak on. There's nothing like a good paint job on a car. What's a good paint job? Well, a good paint job looks good up close. When you get up close on it, you're all up close. Yeah, that's when a good paint job looks good. How you know a good paint job. Not so good paint jobs, they look good from far away. As soon as you walk up close on it, it's like you've been catfished. You're just like, ugh, let down, cringe. And it's because good paint jobs look good up close. So you might say, all right, Danny, I get it. Drop it. We get it. Go get a good paint job, high quality paint job. All right, well, how do I know where to go get a good paint job? What if I don't know a body shop? What if I don't have a body guy that I trust? I have one. His name's Santana. He's my little Mexican guy. Everybody's got a Mexican guy. Everybody's got a Mexican guy that comes through and does that bomb diggity work for him. Santana works painting Like, you know, these big RV motor coaches, $1 million coaches that like Jay-Z, Mariah Carey, all these famous celebrities travel in. They got the granite countertops and they got the freaking, you know, fancy light fixtures and wood floors. This isn't no trailer park motorhome. These are $1 million RV motorhomes for celebrities. And he does the paint jobs on those from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. That's his legit job, and he's been there for more than a decade, being a badass, doing amazing work. Well, when he gets out of there, he goes and he does his little side work because he's got a granddaughter that's he's trying to financially help get through college, get her education. So he gets out of there and he's got a little spot set up, real nice spot that he set it up nicely, and he does his stuff there. And I'm talking about, you ain't paying the super duper overpriced auto body shop prices with him, but you're getting the same quality as if you did. It's I tell people it's cheaper, but not cheap. Not cheap at all, man. His work is like, I worked for Motion Auto Body in Apopka when I was like younger, in my early 20s. And I know good body work when I see it. I worked around really good paint guys. They taught me how to prep well, how to sand well, and I can spot a good paint job from a bad one easily, just because I've been in the automotive industry my whole life. And nothing sets a car apart like a quality paint job. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple little pointers on how y'all that don't have the experience can go and find. And you don't have a body shop, you don't have a Mexican guy yet, you don't have a guy named Santana, you don't have the connections and the networking in the automotive industry that I do. I'm gonna help you out anyways. I'm gonna help you out. Here it goes. When you go to these body shops and you're going around and you're reading reviews online, and maybe you even drive down there and meet the people in person, right? And you're trying to decide who you're going to give your hard-earned money to get this paint job, right? Don't let them fool you. Here's what I've seen a lot of these body shops do. Now, smart people like you and me, we would go in that situation and we would say, we want to see some of your work. We want to see some of the cars you've painted. And usually a lot of these body shops will have stuff on display. You know, oh, you see that car in that parking lot? That belongs to, you know, whatever. That's my car. Or we had it painted here, or whatever. And they'll show you this car that has this gorgeous paint job on it. But then the painter that used to work there, that was nasty and did that paint job that looks so good, no longer works there. And they're not lying to you. They're telling you, yeah, we had it painted here, but not by the same body guy, not by the same paint guy. You know, the turnaround rate, we've lost some people, we've hired some new people. You know, and you're not going to get that same quality. And I know people that have like genuinely legit gone through this. Danny, I went, I made them show me their work. They showed me this car, it looked sick. I thought I was going to get a sick paint job. I pick up my car and I got all these little imperfections. And I'm just like so frustrated. Like, there's no way the same guy that painted the car I saw prior, as an example, painted my car. What did he do? Did he have an off day? My car, look at all these little imperfections. So I've been there with other people. Personally, it hasn't happened to me, but I've heard the stories. So here's my suggestion for that. When you go to these body shops, look at what they're currently painting. Yeah, like the day you go to meet them, go get a quote, get an estimate, let them look at your car. Look at what's currently being painted. Look at what's being prepped. Look at how it's being prepped. Look at what's going into the paint booth. And then I would revisit them. They're not going to expect you to turn around and come back if you just came in for a quote today. They're not going to expect you to pop in tomorrow or the day after and want to look at whatever was in the paint booth the day you originally came coming out. Give it like 2-3 days. They don't move that fast. You know, paint jobs, good paint job takes about 2 weeks. Um, so say you were there today and you went to have them look at your car and give you a quote. You peeked around, you saw stuff, what was being prepped, you saw what was already going in for paint. Give it like 2, 3 days, right? And go up in there. Again, unexpected, no more than 3 days, no earlier than 2 days. And go up in there, and that car should have already been out of the paint booth. It should be being wet sanded, buffed, waxed. It should be getting detailed and finished. And that's when you're gonna really be able to just walk up and say, "Hey, I had one more question or whatever." Yeah, yeah. Oh, what happened to the car that was in the paint booth? Is that out? Yeah, yeah. But oh, okay. Can I look at it? That's how you play them. And if they try to hide that car from you, you know it's because it's a red flag. If they're like, "Yeah, yeah, it came out awesome," blah blah, and they want to show it to you, like they're proud of it, good sign, good sign. And you go look at it, and I'm talking about look at it closely, not from far away. Get up in its face, and go look at it close. And you'll see if there is any imperfections at all. That'll be the time you'll see it. And that is the best telltale sign for you to be able to pick a good body shop and give them your hard-earned money. And I don't know about y'all, depends where you live in the country, I guess, but any good paint job worth looking at, you're gonna pay at least $2,000 for. You get what you pay for, people. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. The labor is worthy of his hire. You get what you pay for. I've gone to get paint jobs with Santana, and like he don't have the overhead of a big shop. You gotta take that into consideration because it's his little side hustle after work. He's got a regular 9 to 5. This is his little side hustle money. But he's a pro. He's a master. He's painting at the highest level. He's painting $1 million motor coaches. You understand what I'm saying? Those paint jobs can't have any imperfections in them. And these are usually custom paint jobs, done on these motor coaches. They're not, they're not cheap by any means. So he's at the top of his game. He does it all day. He's actively doing it. He's still in the practice of doing it daily. So he's truly a master in it. And even him, he'll come and he can afford to give me a cheaper price because, like I said, he doesn't have all that overhead. So he might hit me up with like $1,000 paint job, a $1,500 paint job, instead of a $2,000 or a $2,500 paint job. But you best believe I'm probably getting a better paint job than the $2,500 paint job I would have got somewhere else. And it's because I've seen Santana's work, and I recommend people to him all the time. All the time I'm sending people over there. I'm talking about people close to you, like neighbors across the street, 3-4 houses down, and they're taking their Infiniti over there. They're taking their luxury vehicle over there. They're taking their BMW. They're taking their Range Rover. And they're driving by your house, honking, happy, grateful you send them there. Oh my God! Look how he killed it. He did an amazing job. That guy is the man. Like they're just raving about Santana. And you look at the work Santana did on their car, and you're like, yeah, that dude is the sauce, man. He is the sauce. My boy don't play around. So Santana sends me a lot of the mechanic work. Like I do mostly like diagnostic work, like stuff that other people really struggle with. And anyways, he sends me a lot of that stuff. And I send him all the body work stuff just because, I know how to do body work. Don't get me wrong, but this guy's a master at it. And it's just to each his own. Everybody has their own specialty. And besides, I don't want all that dust and everything getting all over my shop and on my tools. I'm not set up for it. He is set up for it. That's his thing. And he does it. He does it real well. But anyways, for y'all, until you find your Santana out there, find you a shop. It's a good starting place. And I gave you the golden ticket on what to do. It's the golden ticket. Don't just walk up in there because you read some reviews online, or because your Uncle Pete referred you to him, because a long time ago, Uncle Petey had his car painted there. And back then, it was a body guy named Joey that loved what he did and was a beast, right? And now Joey don't work there no more because the manager's a dick to Joey, and Joey done moved up somewhere else where he's happier. And Uncle Petey's like, yeah, go down to that shop. They did me right. But the same people that did them right don't even work there no more. So I said there's a lot of factors to consider. Just because somebody recommended, that they get their car painted this week. Was it this week you just got your car back? Then I might take your referral serious and let me see your car. They just finished your car. That's a whole different situation. They painted my car back in the day, a year ago, 3 months ago. Sorry. I need to go see what they painted this week, recent. So that's the cue. And just back on what I'm already talking about, man. Like there ain't nothing like a well done paint job to raise the value of a car. And you might say I'm never gonna sell the car, but I've had a car painted. I've brought it to my insurance company. I don't know who y'all's insurance company is. I'm with the major carriers. I've been with both Geico, Progressive, State Farm now. And I've brought them the car, showed them, hey, I just had a paint job done on the car. Here's what I paid for it. I wanted to bring it in, have the insurance, take a look at it. And I just show up on them sometimes, but there's a few times, like I know Jose over at State Farm, I'll give him a call. He'll be like, yeah, Danny, stop by. Let me look at it. They're insuring your property. So I let them know, hey, man, just like you put a new roof on the house, it makes the value of the house go up. Now that I've painted my car, if it were to be totaled out, what would you guys pay out on it? What would the value on it be? And then, your car obviously hasn't been in an accident, but you ask these questions before it happens to your insurer. And then Jose will be like, well, Danny, we go by the NADA, and according to NADA and your mileage, this and this is what the value of the car is. But because we see the condition of your car is, we see how well you take care of it, we'd be willing to pay out this much if something were to happen to it. We'll adjust your policy. We'll work with you. Because if y'all are telling me you're only going to pay out this much and my car looked this nice, then maybe I need to go find another insurer that's going to pay out a little more. People, when they look at insurance, they're always looking at what's the cheapest, premium, monthly premium, or if you're paying it for every 6 months or every year, whatever you're doing, they're looking for that cheapest premium, that cheapest monthly rate. And they're not always taking into consideration who's got the best payout on my car. Take it from a guy that's had a car that he loved, have just be totaled out. And I'm just destroyed because my car has been totaled and I wanted to keep that car forever. And now, all you could do in that situation is just hope for a good payout so you can go get something similar, right? And then you depending on who you're with, yeah, you might like that monthly payment they were giving you every month, but their payouts, man, they lowball on. It's an insurance company that lowballs on the payout when there's a total loss. And it's just like, it's all about building rapport with your insurer, with your agent. You know what I'm saying? Being more than just another number to another policy on his desk. That's why all this, pay online through an app stuff, call me old school, but I like going to my little local State Farm office, going up in there, chatting up with them when I get a chance, and just kind of keeping the relationship real with them, so when stuff happens, it's like, oh, that's our boy Danny, man, we got to look out for him. That ain't just another policy number that landed on my desk. That's Danny. So, at the end of the day, man, make sure that if it's a vehicle that you really love, you want to keep, make sure you're going to get a good payout. Have somebody that you have a good relationship with in a good position in your car insurance company. Build the rapport with them. When you do upgrades to your car, man, go brag a little. Go show off. Let them see it, man. Check out this paint job, man. Let me get you a magnifying glass so you can see how good this thing looks up close, man. It's gorgeous. And when people see you take pride in a vehicle like that, and you're a nice guy, and you always come around, and it's not just business, it's somewhat of a business friendship, people will go above and beyond to take care of you and your property. Anyways, don't want to make the video too long, y'all, so I'm going to check out of here. You know what to do. A paint job. Like, people are so quick to, like, rims and body kits and all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff does a car justice. I ain't talking crap on it. The right set of rims set a car on fire, right? They keep it like, ooh, look at those wheels. Got some fresh shoes on it. But I don't care how nice the shoes on the vehicle are. If your paint job is slacking, I ain't really stunting your car. That paint job is what really sets the car apart from everything else. A paint job, even on stock wheels, gets eyeballs on it when it's done right. Anyways, to the next video. Love y'all. Peace.